There we go. So, again, welcome to this Shigong session. We'll go through some summer forms again, since we've got. I like to block the curtains because we've got sun coming in, which is quite a rare thing in England. So we'll do some summer, some summer forms. Forms relate to each of the seasons. And there's a fifth season in Qigong, but we'll go into that later. So these forms to do with the heart, that's the organ link to summer. You have the element of fire, and you've got the season obviously of summer. And the emotion is love and joy. Basically, we're going to try and allow more love and joy now to our lives by practicing these forms. So we'll do a couple to warm up, and then we'll go into the summer forms. So we'll start off just going into emptiness stance, which is a stance in itself where we just stay and just be ourselves and just look for that emptiness. So the stance, it is a form in its own right. But I tend to use it's often used in between in a sequence of forms. So we'll just go into emptiness stance. So feet nice and flat to the floor, about shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent. Tuck our tailbones in a little bit and then move our arms just away from the body. Point our fingers downwards. And let's start breathing. Just make sure all we're doing here is just making sure we're breathing nice and slowly, nice and deeply. And just make sure when our chest expands as we're breathing in, then this area here as well is moving away from the spine. And then when we breathe out through the mouth, stomach goes towards the spine, the chest goes towards the spine as well. Water out. So just breathing in through the nostrils. And out through. And relax the shoulders. Let's create that inner smile. Let's make sure we're going to enjoy this session. Again, there's no right and wrong. Make mistakes, it's not a problem. So we'll start off with some just nice, easy, deep breathing. So in this one, bring our hands up to the Rodanshin, and that's when we start to breathe in. So it's breathing in. Turn the hands, chest, and breathe out. Then slowly turn the hands and breathe in. Out at the top. Again, breathe in. So in this form, we're matching the rate of the breathing, so it's nice and slow, with the rate of breathing in. So again, we breathe out. Nice gentle bend of the knees as well, if you want to. So we're really just getting lost in this breathing, in the movement. Anytime we get distracted by thoughts and noises, we're just going to bring our attentions gently back. This very simple action. And the breathing as well. So we'll do a couple more. And this time on the hands, we're going to do a gap called gathering of chi. So we're going to swing our arm right above us, right above our heads. And just let the hands just fall gently down. And back into emptiness. Accept if you need to. So we'll go, this one is just, it's a variation, I think, on a form I've shown before, called balancing dantians. Instead of using the one hand, we use both hands to come down the body down. Dantians are energy centers in Qigong, one at the head, heart, and the guts underneath the belly. In this one, you don't have to breathe in or out at a particular point. Just keep the breathing nice and deep and slow. So we go quite slowly with this form. So we'll just briefly go into emptiness stance. Now what we're going to do is gently lift our hands above the heads. And this time, keep our fingers pointing upwards initially. We're going to imagine, just keep the hand palms apart. Almost imagine you're running your fingers down a pane of glass, both sides. As you get to the heart, you're going to start to point downwards. And do the same, do it nice and slow. Again, don't let the hands touch. Imagine you've got a pane of glass between the fingers. Fingers downwards. Again, swing gently, slowly above our heads. This is just helping that chi to flow more smoothly down the head, down the chest, and down through the gut. Turn heart, point down, and swing slowly around. Then try to keep that pane of glass between our hands. The idea is just to get totally lost. Keep bringing attention back to the movement, to the breathing. Just imagine that chi is just flowing through the body a little bit more. Then we'll just do a couple more after this one. This time we're going to another gathering of chi. It's quite similar. And this time, just allow the palms to face down. And down the body. Back into emptiness. Come and set, take a drink. So I'm a little bit close. This one's posture opening close, this one. So on this one, then we're just going to slip back into emptiness stance. And next out breath, just going to bring our hands to the chest, to the middle dantian, fingers pointing upwards, and we'll bounce head with the heart at the moment. Next time you're breathing in, chest expanding. Just imagine your breath is forcing your hands up to the side. And you're going to breathe out. Sink till the almost touching. And then you're going to breathe in. And pause again. So this is the posture of open and close. Just a reminder that sometimes we feel closed off, isolated. Sometimes we feel very open, very inclusive. This is just a reminder that there's something just gently watching those states coming and going. Just patient and just watching. And we just get distracted as well. Bring our attention gently back. To the movement. And breathing. Then we just do a couple more. This time, so hands come to the shoulders. On the floor. Nice big direction. Back into empty stance. Reset. So we'll go into this one's one of the first summer heart fire forms. This is called two hands upholding the staff. So with this one, talk through, start off an emptiness stance. So breathe in, join your fingers, or if you have trouble with your fingers, just put your hands either side of each other. So join the fingers as you breathe in. Get to the heart, turn, breathe out. Get to that lower branch. Nice big breath in. Right above our heads again. And now just breathe out to this. Breathe in as join the hands. Breathe out to turn and push down. Big breath in. And fall down. This form is from the 8 Sutra periods as well, popular sequence of forms. Once used by the Chinese army to keep fit at one point. So, good exercise for the shoulders, back, and from the spiritual level. Just all the reminders of this infinite nature of the sky goes on forever. Just as we go on forever. So if you do have problems with your fingers and you can't join you do it, so you put your hands out the side, breathe in, turn the hands and join, push down, and then do the same action. We'll do just a couple more. All the time with any of this sugar, just trying to make it smooth and kind of graceful. Most of these for moving forms, we never actually stop moving. We integrate the movements together. So there's always some kind of movement going. Blending different actions together. down the side again. And then back into emptiness. Reset. So we'll do a crane form. A crane is associated with summer, fire element, the qualities of love and fidelity, lots of cranes, partner for life. So a crane stance is bringing heels together, a bit like a ballet dance. I've ever done ballet, something like that. And that's where we start. This one's called crane exhibits its wings. Crane shows its wings. This is about self-esteem, good enough as you are, so just proudly show your wings as you breathe out. So I'll talk about the actions again. So we kind of curl. Initially, we kind of curl. So we bring our hands together like that. The dancing. So we just bring our hands together. And as we show our wings, we just one foot comes out. And your toes are just giving that balance extended from you. So you breathe in, bring the foot back. And the other foot's going to go. So breathe in as our hands come together, so we're dancing. And breathe out as we show our wings. As well as for self-esteem, it's also really good for balance, physical balance, but also like emotional balance as well. So we go through life in a much more balanced way. So things like we respond in the right position, sometimes we don't take anger and just handle situations without getting torn apart. Then to always make a mistake, if you're getting balanced and level a little bit. And always put that right next time you do the move. We'll do 2 more to each side. And just another flexible, another government sheet with our heads. Back gently into empty stance. So we'll do another, we'll go straight into another crane form. This one's called crane fly. And what we do with our fingers, so we just move all the 4 fingers to around the foot. That's the crane beak. So we're making that beak with our hands. So to start off again in crane stance. And then as our hands come up, make that beak. So we're making a kind of square. And release that crane beak as our hands come back. Or cranes flying. Breathing in as our hands come up. And breathing out as our hands come down. Bend your knees further if you want to. I just sort of soft bend. And again, this is just encouraging our true nature to soar, like a crane will soar into the sky. Let's see if we can allow more love in our lives. Just look for that stillness within the movement. Sure, your body is moving, or the body is moving. Does that mean that you're moving? So we'll do a couple more. Again, we're going to gather my chi. Gently relax back into emptiness stance. And then just relax. Just going to open these curtains up. Get a little bit dark. So we'll go back into emptiness stance. And we do something called heart chi. So we're just, again, it's all to do with just allowing more, love ourselves more. It's a lotus flower we're going to grow and offer it up into the sky. And this starts off, go nice and slow with this. So start off in emptiness stance. Bring your hands as if you're gathering chi, palm facing upwards. At the chest, you turn them. So your fingers pointing to each other now. And go right out to the side. And keep your arms outstretched. You come back. And then you bring your hands to your heart. Gently push down. This is where you just get a pluck of lotus flower and then grow slowly and steadily above our heads. So you have to just symbolize it and then you part the hands. So we'll do that again. Palms upwards, gathering chi. Turn the hands outstretched in front of us to the side. Back to the chest. Arms outstretched initially, then bring the hands towards the heart. And just before the touch, push down. Just grow this beautiful lotus flower. And then let the hands come down. So again, hands up to the heart, turn and to the side. Outstretched still, hands to the heart. Before the touch of the heart, gently push down. Grow this lotus flower right above our heads. And then the hands down. down. So the breathing, and you don't really, you might have to hold your breath a little bit. So you're breathing in there, breathing out to the side. Breathing in. Then out, you go down. Breathing in again. And then out. So breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in again. And then just get lost in the movement. Bring your attention back. Any distractions? Just keep bringing it back, breathing, and the movement, and this active love for growing a lotus and offering it up. And with any of these forms, if you don't have to practice in sequence, if you just want to do one of these forms that you really like, 20 minutes or so, then that's fine. That's your practice for the day. Or if you prefer to put 8, 9 different forms together, that's fine too. So again, we just do a couple more. Again, we just go back into the Garden tree. set. We'll just end this session with 3 rounds of hands to heart. Again, this one is not one way to breathe up to the place. All we're going to do is just bring our gathered chi and just nourish the heart and lower the head. So do 3 rounds just to end this class. So move our hands to the side. Again, just join the hands in front of us and pull our hands together onto the hands. Bow the head. Again, release the hands. Come back around. Put all that fresh chi and pull it into the heart. Let's see if we can let ourselves into the peak a little bit. Release for the last time in this form. And gathering, join the fingers, join the hands. Straight to the heart. Lower the head. The hands now go down to the lower dantian, slide down the body. One more deep breath. And release the hands to the side. Back into empty stance briefly. And then release. Thank you for joining this session. I hope you enjoyed it. Any feedback. Hope you could hear me all right because of the earpieces.
It was lovely. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hope you're glad you enjoyed it.
Yes, beautiful, beautiful, Ian. The sound was a little choppy when you were farther away.
Yeah, I'll have a look at my earpieces and I'll have a see what some technology's let me down this evening, I'm afraid.
But I love the especially the crane ones, because I can see how beautifully you move. It actually invokes the energy of the crane or the bird, the freedom of unfurling the wings.
Yeah, it's that's what it's all about. It's because behind the fundamental thing with it is that we're one being, so we can invoke the spirit of cranes, because that quality must be within us if it's within the crane. So it's just a matter of just invoking that spirit within us. You know, we all have this grace and beauty in our own way. So it's just acknowledging that and doing these forms can bring out that self-expression, you know. Yeah, I've got a few more. I've got a few crane forms where you balance on one leg for a bit, so I might do them next time. I don't know what you like with you balancing, but they're good fun. Some of them are a bit more. There is some kind of forms that are kind of a bit more to have fun, because humans, we like to have a laugh and have a bit of fun. So some of the forms invoke that as well, which I think is really good. Because where would we be without having a laugh and a smile, you know?
Yes, yes, laughter is so important, definitely.
So healing, isn't it, laughter? When you get a few people all laughing together and you can't talk because you're too busy laughing.
Yes, that's lovely.
Excellent. I'll is there any more questions? Sorry, Brian. No? Excellent. So I will see you in a month's time.
Great. Thank you so much for spending part of your Sunday with us, Ian. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. No worries. See you soon. Take care.
See you soon. Take care.